So, what is the public matters this week?
Public matter this week, I think we're going to talk about here is something that's losing a little focus because of the Trump circus right now, is what continues to go on the southern border.
Right.
Have you seen anything about that?
So, I did a little bit of research, and aside from the numbers being completely astronomical...
What'd you see?
I think it's like... So wait, how many have actually come in here? It's been millions, hasn't it? I think it's like 5 million. Or
Various
5.
estimates.
2 or something.
Yeah, various estimates are over 5 million, 5.3 I've seen others.
And like I actually just read an article that happened within the last like couple days. They found 2 stash houses with over 140 people in them.
What's the problem there?
There was only 2 children. I think it was 22 females, and then the rest were all males.
Well, this is the price they want to pay to come to America.
They get stashed in a stash house.
It's probably better than the place they came from, so it's improving for them already.
Oh my god.
Right?
I guess.
A stash house, that's great. Was this, what side of the border?
I think it was in El Paso.
Nice. Isn't that great? We don't have a big enough problem here with sex trafficking in this country. We won't even go into the pedophile nonsense that's going on and who's really behind that. But we allow this to go on, and this is part of the problem here. Don't you think some of those people there are being brought across against their will for nefarious purposes?
Of course. Now listen to this. Did you know that they have like little tags on them? Like they're like carnival vendor ticket tags that we use for like, oh, we're going to the fair and you need this to get onto these rides.
Now, what do they do with these?
Each one names how much they owe the drug cartel or a person that they paid to get into this country. So there's different levels.
So this identifies them to the drug cartels to whatever
what their debt is. So how much their debt is based, or I guess not based, it's told by the bracelet that they wear.
Okay.
So there's like 5 or 6 of them.
I have heard
different
of this.
levels.
Yeah.
And when Ted Cruz asked, what's the dude's name?
Oh, Mayorkas?
Yeah, about it. Do you know what this is? Because he had like a whole picture of them. And he was like, I don't know. That's like the one time he said like a straight, like, I don't know. All the rest of it was like, just so you know, I am doing this, and I am awesome, and I am working hard, and look what we're doing. He said he had no idea.
Yeah, this is the guy that's in charge of our security here. This is a major issue, the cartels. And he sits there and does not ever answer a yes or no question. He doesn't answer anything.
No.
And now he's claiming that he has no idea of what these things are. Where this is major news on the border. The border crossing agents, the patrol agents, know what these things are. Everybody knows what this is, but he has no knowledge of it. Do you believe this?
I don't.
And he gets away with it. The major media allows him to get away with this.
Yeah. And let's talk about, so you want to hear a funny thing? I Googled how many times has Biden been to the border?
Right.
And, you know, all of the articles come, he's only been there once.
Mm-hmm.
It was January 8th.
Right.
He hasn't been there again. And I don't feel like he's addressed any of it at all.
Right.
And it doesn't seem to care as to what's happening with it.
Now,
maybe they should have served ice cream or had like an ice cream truck. Or maybe they should have ice cream trucks down there. And he might go.
He does like ice cream.
He does.
He's known for his ice cream. And he does like kids.
And they should make sure there's a bunch.
He does like kids.
We should make sure that there's bicycles. There's no bicycles around. So he doesn't have to...
You know that spot is actually, it's a Google Earth spot.
Yeah. People take selfies with it all the time.
You know, they're all
great.
yeah. That's kind of neat, you know. You're known for falling off a bicycle.
You're known for falling off a bicycle.
Yep. Yeah, but I don't know. When he gets to jail, I wonder if he's going to be able to find, what's that guy's name? Popcorn?
Who is that guy?
Popcorn. Is that the guy They said when back in the day that
Oh yes, the guy.
I think he was a lifeguard or something.
He was a bad dude.
A bad dude.
And the kids used to come up and touch his blonde hair in the pool.
Now, this is the moments where the sane pedophile is biting their lower lip like going, you shut up. But when you become senile like him, this stuff just comes out. And then you got to get the cleanup crew to clean up what you said and so forth. He's just letting out what his real sentiments are. The guy's a creeper. Look what his own daughter, Andrea?
I thought it was Ashley.
Andrea, I can't remember their name, damn it. Published her diaries there and said this is his daughter saying this, that she was molested by her father, which is Joe Biden, many times. It's in the diary that's published. I'm not saying it's factual, I'm just saying it's in there, and that is a fact. And nobody has a concern over this. Daughter of a president saying this.
No one does. So the border is insane. There are people coming over in unbelievable numbers. There are people that don't even make it over. So there's just like dead people, laying about.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine what the Border Patrol or just people trying to get in are seeing. I mean, there's children, there's women, there's pregnant women that are, this is disgusting. And we're allowing this.
Yeah.
And instead of, calling it aliens or illegal immigrants, we call them undocumented citizens. But they're not citizens by the definition.
No, they're criminals.
Apparently they are documented. They have that app. They got that app and they are free to come in. What is the app called? I wish I knew what the app was called.
I'm not sure. I'm really not.
But thanks to Title 42, which has to do with, the CDC, and because of COVID, we now have this ability to do this.
Yeah. So Mayorkas was questioned on this by a couple of the senators like Hawley and Getz and so forth, and he was asking them about this crossing the border, and he asked him, are there any questions asked to these people? And he just goes on. He doesn't answer the question. The fact of the matter is, there is no questioning of any of these people that are crossing the borders using this app. This app, for whatever reason, it just streamlines things. You show up there, you got your stupid little appointment, then you get your bus ticket and your plane ticket.
The appointment is Texas. I think there's 4 in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
There's, I think, 2 in California, and there's 1 in Arizona.
And you're right.
Because I believe there's 7 points of entry that they can come into, and that they can sign into the app.
Yeah.
So the app doesn't ask them about asylum.
It doesn't do anything
It doesn't ask them even really anything medical, really.
Nope.
It doesn't serve as an actual, it's just more or less like, hey, I got an appointment.
Yep.
It says here, good. Now we get to go.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not even acceptable.
Right.
In any fashion. The thing I have a problem with as well is how much money and time is spent on this app and these people getting phones. We're giving things away, and yet our veterans don't even get the same service.
Right.
How is it that we treat our veterans worse than we treat our undocumented citizens?
Oh, this is the truth. And here you go again. I'm not a national socialist, but in regards to these things, I think if you're spending money anywhere other than your own country, well, what I mean to say is, I don't believe in that kind of spending, but if you're going to spend it elsewhere, you should spend it on your own people first.
Well, here's the thing. So these people have, whether they went into the military for whatever, the deals, the different things you get, the tax breaks, the college, whatever reason they decided to get into the military, they did. And then they fought for this country, for the freedoms of our country. And then they're treated as second-class citizens.
Oh yeah, comparatively.
In our own country.
Comparatively.
So, no, do I think that we should be paying bills of other people? No, I don't agree with that.
Right.
But if I'm going to be paying anyone's bills,
Right.
it should be someone who served my country.
I agree. Right. Sure.
Like, of course I don't agree with dishing out money whenever it's not even fit. I mean, we're about to end off on Social Security here shortly.
Right.
There's not going to be any funds left.
That's
in
a Ponzi scheme.
Few short years. But why isn't the money being spent on our veterans and not these illegal aliens getting into this country? And then they're just walking in